Medical Care Utilization and Quality Metrics. This is Module 7.1.1 of the Healthcare Analytics class. Steve Parenti here, University of Minnesota. Well, congratulations, we're almost done. Really, this is the last formal set of instruction sets for this class, and then really you are then the teacher talking about in week 8 all the work that you've done for your Health Affairs style data watch paper and then the deck that goes along with it. So in this module, we're going to be focusing on how claims data can be used for generating health utilization metrics as well as quality components. This is a pretty vital thing, obviously, for the data to do. This is really the heart of when we talk about how people are doing in terms of readmission rates, which CMS will use to penalize folks or reward them, or also hemoglobin A1C scores for how they take care of diabetic patients. We're going to be looking at all those metrics for our population. This is a little more complex of a set of programming instructions than what you've done with in, say, weeks 4 and 5. That was deliberate. Pedagogically, the thought was to get you in week 3 to kind of be just starting to use the SAS system to go, oh my God, what is this thing? And then week 4 to go, okay, I got one down. Let's try this other thing. Oh, it wasn't so bad. And week 5, like, oh, I'm a pro. I'm getting there. At least that's the hope. This one's a little more advanced because you have more metrics to generate. You might even want to use some of these things in the last round up to your Health Affairs paper. But it's really one of the more exciting areas for me to cover, in part because it is a set of area and research when we get to the second module that really has been pretty exciting for me to do as a professor and an academic, and just as a policy person too. So again, let's show you where you're going. This is the week 7 table. Again, you're going to be generating one of these and answering questions in the little black boxes for the SAC structured analytic queries. You're going to be customizing and putting in your name, your seed, and then whatever the state's examined that was associated with you that you found several weeks back. And then from there, we're going to be then putting in information for employer-sponsored, Medicare fee-for-service, Medicaid, MA, non-group. So what are we looking at? Kind of a bunch of cool stuff here. Total population, also a subset analysis of the diabetic population, and a subset analysis of the CHF population. So a little more tricky in terms of the programming for this. But, you think about it, you really would love to know how these folks might be different than the total population, likewise for CHF, which is congestive heart failure. Hemoglobin A1C, so you get to see that metric. Readmissions, these are going to be count variables this time, so it's a little easier than doing the cutting and pasting of percentage and dollars. It also shows you how that can be done more directly. We're going to be seeing admissions, emergency room visits, primary care visits, and there's also some other variables that are going to be generated. You're not going to use all of them, so you have to sort of curate a little bit about what you want the program to get out. So that's going to be our goal. To do this, we're going to be using the SAS online tool as before, and granted, you could do it in R, you could do it in other tool sets, but the SAS tends to work pretty easily for this type of exercise. So this concludes this module. For now, again, you guys are becoming pros at this, so the thought is let's get you to the next level, which is going to introduce the background article or set of articles that really motivates this, and then from there go into actually the program, the Proto 7, adapting the Proto 7, letting it run through all the way for the country, and then adapting it for your state's analysis and having you get the information that you need to fill out your spreadsheet. This concludes this module.